We have Coinbase that just dropped $375 million betting that on-chain crowdfunding, yes, the ICO style fundraising is about to make a massive comeback. At the same time, we have $122 million Bitcoin short just hit the market, while Solana and XRP are seeing huge institutional inflows. Let's break it down. Let's dive in. So here we have Coinbase going all in on ICO crowdfunding. You guys may have not have heard of ICOs before if you're newer to the crypto space, but when I got in, ICOs were the way to go. ICOs were how pretty much people were able to invest early into projects, make crazy gains. So here we see that Coinbase is going all in on ICO crowdfunding, but legally and on chain. They just acquired Echo, which is a platform founded by Cobie, which is a legendary crypto trader and podcaster, in a massive $375 million deal. So really what makes Echo special, here they're saying it's a community-driven crowdfunding platform that lets early stage crypto projects raise money directly from their supporters. No middlemen, no VCs, no dictating tokenomics. So Coinbase's move with this is a major shift. They're not just playing defense against regulators anymore. They're building a compliant on-chain ecosystem. And from the looks of things, where, you know, anyone can participate, funding the next big crypto project. So love what I'm seeing here. Very familiar with Cobie. He's a legend in the crypto space. And if you guys know, like, ICOs were the thing when I got in. You can see it skyrocketed going into 2018, for most of 2017, and going into 2018, it was the thing, right? So you can see the ICO surge interest over time. That really shows how much, not only the interest, but it shows you how much money was being made, how much gains were being made with ICOs. You guys may know Ian Benia, who I think is Ia Balina, very instrumental in showing me how to research projects, right? If you guys look him up, he went on to found a partner of the channel, which found his own project, who, you know, really just allows you to help research and give you all the information you need to make an educated decision in the crypto space. ICOs were his bread and butter. Killed it with ICOs. I applied that same framework to establish crypto projects, and been able to do pretty well. So taking a look here, very, very intrigued that I see the word ICOs again, right? Because did not see that term in a while. ICO stands for initial coin offering, and a lot of times you had to, like, know somebody to get in. You could get in ICOs, but a lot of times you really had to know someone as well to get into ICO, or know which ones to get in early as well. So very, very keen on seeing how they make this a streamlined approach, making it fair for everyone. Everyone has a seat at the table. Everyone is able to get in and invest early. So love what I'm seeing here, and very excited to see Coinbase getting a little aggressive. Love what I'm seeing from Coinbase, because rightfully so, they were pretty much on the fence with a lot of things, right? Especially due to the climate of crypto, right? Very anti-crypto environment before this year. So love that I'm seeing Coinbase get aggressive and invest in different strategies, and ultimately increasing adoption overall for everyone. So next up, we have a massive Bitcoin whale initiates $122 million short, Bitcoin short. You guys know how I feel about that. I don't, you know, there were a couple people who won big a couple weeks ago betting short. Here they're saying a massive crypto whale loaded $122 million short position through Bitcoin through the decentralized exchange Hyperliquid. The trader transferred 30 million in USDC to Hyperliquid to fuel the bet. Here we're seeing that the move comes after the whale pocketed $200 million by shorting Bitcoin during its recent plunge to around $105,000. In the past week, the whale shifted $540 million worth of Bitcoin to fresh wallets, including $220 million deposited to Coinbase. They're making moves, guys. And shorting Bitcoin, I never am for, but they may see a setup we don't see. So this is what I see here. Went to the 2-week time frame, something different, but also see the weekly. But if you actually go and look at the weekly time frame and just zoom out a little bit, you can see that it's not, we're not seeing anything abnormal. We're seeing a bull market, guys. We're seeing a bull market with some pullbacks, which are healthy. So even stemming back to March or beginning of April of this year, you see that we come up, we have a pullback. We come up again, we have a pullback. We come up again and pretty much do a double bottom right here with some wicks down here, and that's concerning a lot of people. But he's pretty much betting another short position right here. You can't really call it right now. Right now it's looking like bullish divergence. You see some wicks down here, which are okay, but nothing closed below that level yet. Now I did tell you guys that that wick can be filled. That is a possibility. And if that short holds true, if what this trader's doing and it holds true, this wick being filled would be a necessity, right? For this order to be filled with the short position. And now I don't know where this take profit is. I do believe, I don't necessarily see a take profit position, but they say that short position was taken at an average entry price of 109,762 with 10x leverage. Liquidation price would be 135,000. That would be big. So being liquidated at that price at 135, if we look here, that would pretty much just making a new all-time high. So essentially he's putting a position in that we're going to drop again. So I need to see how we play out. So I'm even going to the daily. The daily, we're turning right now. But if we clear this high at 117 and then clear another high at 127, getting up to 127, I don't know. I don't see it. Right now it looks like a double bottom, ugly double bottom at that. But going to the weekly time frame, it really just looks like a double bottom. We're respecting this level of resistance, which is why we kept it here. With the anticipation of making new highs. So it's really just a waiting game. I wouldn't go anything lower than the 4-hour. Wouldn't go anything lower than that, but we stick on the daily and weekly, especially as it pertains to Bitcoin. And basically what we're seeing here is a pullback, right? A pullback in the right direction. So we're seeing this went through a correction. Everyone, we see that little stop hunt where it pretty much wrecked everyone that was in leverage trades, I should say. And from 102 up to 106, this range is this whole level, even going up to 107.5, right? Going up to 107.5, this whole range is deemed a very strong level of support. So I'll keep that there and we'll see how that plays out. Very surprised to see such an aggressive move on shorting Bitcoin. So they were right the first time. This crypto whale was right the first time, killed it, and now taking another short position. We'll see how that plays out. Next up, we have Solana. Will Solana's price bounce below $180? Double bottom hints at a 40% rally. So pulling up this chart, we see currently similar across all major altcoins. You're seeing a big level of support at this level, right? Seeing a significant level of support. You can even go to XRP, you can go to ETH, you can go to Solana, Cardano. Like the support's in. Everything's based upon Bitcoin at this time. Everything. So with this level of support, we see that there's opportunity. There is opportunity to accumulate. The level that you're at. The level that you should be looking for. The level that you should be paying attention to, because that is the level of support. And you can see that across pretty much every single asset right now. We see here outside of XRP, I believe that everything is pretty much at a level of support for the most part. So here we see even Ethereum. Ethereum's at this level of support, wicking down, pretty much doing the same thing that we saw with Bitcoin. So current support level is about 3,900. So we want to see if we're going to break or bounce at this level. The only thing that's not looking like that, I would say, is XRP. If we look at ADA real quick, I do think ADA as well is staying within that range. ADA, crazy spike down. Holy cow. Can you imagine getting some ADA at 28 cents? Crazy. But for the most part, the same level, about 50 cents, 50 to 60, I'm going to say 50 to about 55 cents level of support. Similar setup, guys. So we're waiting on a breakout. That's what we're waiting for. And so one way to know that is if you pay attention to the 4-hour time frame. We see that we made a new high right here on the 4-hour. Next high to make is clearing 116. Getting to 116 and above, we will see if we are continuing the bullish continuation. So next up, we have institutional investors pour $434 million into Ethereum, Solana, XRP in 1 week, while selling $946 million in Bitcoin. Why would they do that? Because you know that the gains are found in the altcoins. So let's say Bitcoin reaches 250K. You really just 2.5 extra money for the most part. Probably a little bit less. You probably just 2 extra money after fees, after slippage, after the right price point. Bitcoin's currently sitting at what, 111 or 112. So Bitcoin goes to 250K, just over 2 extra money, where you can go into an altcoin and have the potential to 5, 10, 15, 20x, right? So you're seeing that shift. Institutional investors sold $513 million in crypto assets last week. This marks the second consecutive week of outflows, bringing net sales to $668 million since Binance fueled liquidity cascade on October 10th. Bitcoin led the exodus with $946 million in outflows. So we're seeing people pull. Meanwhile, we see Solana, XRP saw gains with inflows of $156 million and $71.9 million respectively, fueled by the hype around ETP launches. The US dominated outflows of $621 million. So we're seeing the moves, we're seeing the shifts. So watch out for this. And this is the great thing about this, and great thing about crypto, is this is all on chain. You can see this for yourself. You don't have to just take this article's word for it. You can go on chain. You can look at the blockchain. You can see the inflows and outflows yourself. So that's the beauty of crypto for sure. So looking at crypto bubbles, we see here for the month, a lot of red for the month, still up a lot for the year. A lot of projects are up for the year, but for the month, it's been one heck of a month. But I do think it's really just a massive shakeout to distract people. Really just all distractions, focus long term, right? And if you're trading crypto, we personally trade crypto as well. But when we do, we scalp. Most of the time we're holding, but when we do trade crypto, we're scalping in and out positions. We're not holding that long. So just something to keep in mind, something to look at and see if that applies to your risk tolerance and applies to your trading style. Definitely something to consider. But definitely wanted to highlight this, guys, and give you guys a market update. Like, we've seen a ton of news within the crypto industry, and also today we have some meetings happening that a lot of people aren't talking about. We're going to dive in and give you guys a recap of those events. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.